What's up? It's your boy JP. I'm clocking right back in with you guys. And today, what we're gonna talk about is we're gonna talk about why Black Lives Matter was a scam. I'm sorry, guys. I have to say, I know this video is gonna be a controversial, but I'm hearing all this crap on the news about, that black dude Carmelo Anthony who supposedly, stabbed a white guy for quote unquote bullying him or whatever the fuck the case is. And it's like I can't really, pick sides on that, but it's a fight between good and evil. It's not a fight between, black and white. It's not. It's not. But, that situation alone, the fact that, black people can raise $400,000 or whatever the amount of money that they raised for that guy is absolutely fucking, the most idiotic thing I've ever fucking heard of, bro. But we can't raise any of that type of money for things that actually fucking matter, you know. And you see this guy posting up with fucking guns and all this type of fucking dumb shit. But like I said, bro, I don't really know the entirety of that situation, so I'm not gonna speak on it, bro. But I don't think that an effort like that should go towards a situation like that. And as far as the white guy, if he was a bully, if he was that, then hey, I guess it is what it is. Bullies get what they get. But if he wasn't that, and if it was all strung out of proportion, then yeah, it's a fucked up situation. But if you guys have more knowledge on that situation, please leave a comment down below. But going back to the subject, Black Lives Matter is a scam. It is, bro. It is, and the fact of the matter is, you had these three fucking lesbian bitches, fucking raise all this money, cause all this havoc, run amok, cause black people to run amok all throughout society to do what exactly? To fucking idealize, glorify a horrible fucking drug addict, like. Like, how in the fuck that this is the horse that breaks the camel's back. This fucking crackhead dude on the fucking street who got killed by the police. Is this who we're gonna, you know, tear apart the fucking country for? This fucking George Floyd bullshit character? And I ain't supporting that shit no fucking way, you know? Cause when blacks kill other blacks, we don't have no type of energy. We don't have no type of energy. And look at the fucking homicide rate right fucking now. We're fucking what, 12%, 13%? And I think they lying. I think we're probably like 9%. As much as we're killing each other. And we make up half of America's homicides. Like, how in the fuck is that even possible? How can a small percentage of people be responsible for nearly almost all the fucking homicides? You know? So it's a scam, bro. It's a fucking scam. And another thing I want to say is, the way we terrorize each other and the way, white people terrorize us, man, we're worse than white people. We're worse than the KKK. We're worse than the fucking Aryan Brotherhood. We're worse than the skinheads. We're worse than the Nazi. We're worse than all of that shit. A nigga will hate you like a Nazi. A nigga is worse than a Nazi. We're worse, bro. We're fucking worse, bro. Like, we're worse, bro. The shit that I've seen from the people who look like me, the shit that I've been through from the people who look like me, bro. I don't blame white people, bro. I just don't. I don't fucking blame them, bro. I don't blame them, bro. Because we are that bad. Some of us, a lot of us are that bad. When you go out into society, who's the most loudest? Who's the most rudest? Who's the most prone to violence? Who's the most, hardest to deal with, bro? Who is it? It's not them, it's us. And I'm not saying, any other race of people is any better, because in all actuality, everybody's fucking horrible. Blacks are horrible, whites are horrible, Spanish are horrible, Asians are horrible, everyone's horrible. No matter what nationality they are, no matter what fucking god they bow to, everyone's fucking horrible. But this video is about black people specifically. We're fucking terrible. We're terrible, bro. We're bad, bro. And this Black Lives Matter crap. I remember when all this was happening, all the riots and marches was happening, bro. Everyone was looking at me like, why are you not, why are you not participating in the fucking the fucking debacle that is the fucking Black Lives Matter riots. I'm like, well, because one, I don't know the dude. Two, the dude wasn't a fucking good person. And three, that's not how I would, deal with that. Personally, that's not how I would deal with that. Destroying your own fucking neighborhood, destroying your own fucking infrastructure, destroying everything you've ever known in your fucking neighborhood. You're destroying your barbecue joints. You're destroying your barbershops. You're destroying your fucking cafes. You're destroying your grocery stores. You're destroying everything you've ever fucking known and everything you ever fucking used. To do what? So that in itself just made me fucking side-eye black people, bro. Cause you just proving them out to be exact. You just proving them right, man. You're proving them right. Black Lives Matter is a scam, bro. It's a fucking scam. And you know what those three fucking lesbian bitches did with all that fucking money? After, all those people who got hurt or some of those people who got killed in those riots, you know what those three Black Lives Matter lesbian bitches did with the money? After all their bravado about evil white people and how white people are this and how white people are that or how they're mistreated, how they love black people, what those lesbian bitches did with the money? Yeah, that's right. They took that money and bought a mansion in an all white neighborhood. All that ruckus, all that outrage. And what did they do with the money? Get as far away from the fucking niggas as humanly possible. Oh man, this shit's funny, bro. This is funny. And you have a lot of shit, and it hasn't got any better. Niggas, black people didn't give a fuck about George Floyd. They just wanted a reason to burn shit down and get fucking free money. That's what they cared about, bro. They didn't care about that fucking dude. If George Floyd was a normal dude on the street, if George Floyd never died and they saw George Floyd on the street, George Floyd wouldn't even be somebody that most black people would even associate with. He'd be, that crackhead, fucking violent person on the street that they see and just roll up their fucking windows. But since this guy was killed, who knows what killed him? Since this guy was killed and stepped on his neck and apparently was stealing in the store, he became a fucking martyr. They're building statues of this guy and shit. I'm like, wow, man, this is something else. They're building statues, murals, hashtags and all this shit, man. I just scoffed at this shit, man. It's fucking garbage. It is garbage. It's garbage. And it was a scam, bro. It didn't change nothing it didn't change anything. The homicide rates within the black race is still fucking at its all-time highest. The fucking illiteracy rate within children in inner city schools, as far as black children, are still fucking low. Those fucking little niggas can't fucking read. The debauchery of the women is still the same. The ignorance is still the same. The medium household income is still the same. The graduation rates are still the same. Everything is still the same. Nothing changed for the better post George Floyd. Nothing. Post Black Lives Matter. Nothing went up as far as, black economics. Nothing. So my question to Black Lives Matter bitches is, What does this shit really change? What did you guys do all this shit for? What did you do all of it for? You know? But you say this type of shit and they'll say, oh, you're a sellout, you're Uncle Tom, you're a coon, you're tap dancing for white people, you're this. Like, no, what changed? Like, what changed really for black people in America post George Floyd? You know, we're still the shucking and jiving court gesture monkeys of society. So, like, we didn't evolve past the entertainment, court gestures. We're still nothing but mostly ball players and entertainers. Anything else, we're not fucking taken seriously. A black person trying to do anything outside of entertainment and sports, man, it's the hardest shit in the world, bro. It is the hardest shit in the world. And to be taken seriously, too, the hardest shit in the world, bro. So, no, bro. I don't stand with those Black Lives Matter fucking, you know, those Black Lives Matter people. They're just as hypocritical as the fucking pastor. You know how much shit that black people has done since that. We haven't loved on each other more since fucking Black Lives Matter. Like on the news, man, you saw, like I remember back then, back a little back, back when I saw three black men kill a black female police officer in Chicago. Where was Black Lives Matter for that? I saw another fucking article where you know a black woman was lynched by other uh, black kids, I think, in like Baltimore or some shit. Where's Black Lives Matter for that? You know, just in my city, one of my fucking school friends got killed by a black person. Where's Black Lives Matter for that? So it's all bullshit. It's just an agenda that they want to push. It's all when a white person does something to a black person. That's all it is, man. That's all it is, bro. It's just an agenda. Like, where is LeBron James and Al Sharpton and all these celebrities who speak out on him? Where are their opinions when it's black people killing black people? Like, why is there no stop the violence for that? But when it's a white person doing it to a black person, they make it some type of big fucking, some big fucking thing, some big fucking movement. So no, bro, I don't. I'm sorry, bro. It's bullshit. It's like the pro-black shit. It's like the Christian religion shit. Like, yeah, it's just exactly like that. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's just an agenda. These pro-black people never talk about how these black people are, how some of these niggas are just killing the fuck out of each other or killing other white people. They never talk about that shit. You look at all these pro-black people, all they talk about is a white person doing something to a black person. A white kid doing something to a black kid. The destruction of violence towards black women. That's all they talk about. They never talk about when a black person is killing a black person or a black person is killing a white person. They never talk about that shit. Like, just on the news, like a couple years back, you had that black kid going to the Uber and pointing a gun at the back of a lady's head, a white lady's head, and killed her. He came into like, it was a black dude who ordered an Uber. A white lady pulled up. He got in the back of the Uber, pulled a gun out of her, pulled a gun to the back of her head. Forced her to empty out her accounts, send money to whatever accounts that he has, and then he killed her. A white lady just trying to make a living. A white lady just trying to, just trying to feed her family. And he killed her. But where's the pro-black people for that? So that's why I don't go into that pro-black shit, bro. Because it's a biased bullshit fucking stance. And the celebrities don't speak about it either, bro. It's just a narrative they want to push to cause division, to cause fucking havoc. That's why these Black Lives Matter. These Black Lives Matter enthusiasts are fucking crazy, man. These Black Lives Matter radicals are fucking the most idiotic people you'll ever meet, bro. They don't know what they stand for, bro. They're just like empty NPCs, bro, who just absorb everything they're told and become radicalized by it and go out into society and want to fucking march and destroy shit. You know. And that's my stance, man. That's my stance. And another thing, bro. Black people have bigger fish to worry about than fucking Black Lives Matter, bro. They have bigger fish to worry about. Bigger fish, bro. The police shooting is the least of black people concerns. When you look at all the shit that's going on out here, how these kids are being fucking raised, how these women's mentalities are set up, how the prison system is full of fucking black men, y'all seriously worried about the police shootings? This is crazy to me, man. This is crazy to me. And don't give me that spiel about racism and all that. Man, black people are racist too, bro. Black people are racist too, bro. I remember growing up in school, black Americans used to be racist towards, black immigrants. Black Americans used to be racist towards, like, Haitians, Africans, Bahamians, Jamaicans, I mean, they were a little cool with the Jamaicans, but because of, Jamaican culture was a little, like, into black American society with Bob Marley and all that shit. But towards, like, Haitians, how I used to see them do Haitians, bro, was so fucking crazy and so fucking bad. They did, black Americans used to do black immigrants how white people used to do them. So that's why I don't care about white people being racist towards black America. I just don't, bro. Because I've seen them do the same shit to black immigrants, bro. I've seen black Americans act the same way that white people act towards them, towards like Africans and Haitians and Bahamians and all those other black immigrant ethnicities. They're just mad that the shoe's on the other foot. That's why they're mad. So yeah, everyone's racist, man. Everyone's racist. Because black Americans used to do black immigrants very, very fucking badly. But, they turn around and get mad when white people do it to them. Growing up, that's what I saw. That's what I saw, man. So, I don't care about none of this stuff, man. Because no one's better than anybody, bro. Everyone's the same thing, bro. If black people were in a position, they do the same shit to white people. But, guys, Black Lives Matter, man. You missed me with that shit. It's a fucking joke, bro. It's a fucking joke. And I don't take LeBron James or none of these pro-black people seriously, bro, when they come out and speak on this shit. There's a million Breonna Taylors out there that's been killed by her own people. There's a million Breonna Taylors. There's a million black women who had their home, fucking invaded by a black person and got killed. It happens all the time. A black dude fucking commits a burglary. A black woman's in the home and the black dude kills the woman. It happens all the time. But because it was the police, everyone's saying, oh, catch the cops that killed Breonna Taylor. Cool. Bullshit. Bullshit. And that's why I'm never going to sign into that, man. Black people, they do too much. They do too much for their victimhood to mean anything, bro. We commit too much, we commit too much atrocities for our victimhood to mean anything. That's just that's the bottom line. Quote me. We commit too many atrocities for our victimhoods to hold value, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. But leave a comment down below. Like, subscribe, share. I'm always coming back at you with the videos. It's your boy JP, and I am clocking out.